Determination Nebula, are you ready for the event?
Copy, we should be ready.
Copy. You can begin.
I'm going to let you go first. You are the commander after all.
Determination Nebula, are you ready for the event?
Yes, we are ready.
Copy. You can begin.
Okay, I guess I'm going to do introductions. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Determination Capsule. I'm Photon, the pilot of this mission, along with Chris, the commander. We're going to be doing a little tour around the capsule, and after that, we're going to be answering some questions. And before we do answer questions, I believe we're going to tell you about our flight up to orbit. I'm going to let Chris start the tour, and he can begin showing you all around.
All right, I guess we'll begin with the storage we have here. One of the things that we had intentionally to bring with us, we have 3 decks of Uno, and food and water, and some documents, science we need to do. Basically, they're just lockers, like we have down on Earth. You want to take it?
Oh, all right. Next to these lockers, besides the other more lockers that exist, is the hatch. This is where we entered, and will soon exit in 2 weeks' time out of the capsule when we return to Earth. Again, we stepped through this hatch about 2 hours, about an hour or so, about an hour or two ago, for the first time. And again, when we make our landing back down on Earth, this will be the last time we step out of this specific door. Maybe not, or maybe it won't be the last. Maybe this capsule will be reused, but who knows? Only time will tell. Chris, now you.
All right, so take back here. This is our display screen. This is where all of our information is. All of our information from the flight, most of it's displayed here, other than the things that Mission Control and Capcom's telling us. Just displays our oxygen levels, life support, stuff like that. I'll take.
All right, I'll take. Up here, you can see we have our ceiling of lights. This is a removable ceiling, as beyond this ceiling is our hatch. There is extra lights beyond the ceiling, so we can actually see. It won't just be these lights that are allowing us to see. And along with the sunlight, that should provide us with some sight when we open the hatch to the station tomorrow, hopefully. Chris?
All right, so I guess we'll wrap it up with the seats for the tour. These are our incredibly comfortable seats, and amazing support to my back. You know, got back problems. Yeah, they're really just great. Not much to say. They're seats, but all right. Yep.
Next, we're going to go through a Q&A session, answer some questions, and then hopefully, if we have time, be able to talk about how our ride to orbit was.
All right, we got a question from CLZ Space. They ask, how do we go to the bathroom on board?
We usually just use bags, depending on the situation. There is a onboard toilet, but that is, of course, beyond the hallway. Well, not hallway, but sort of roof of lights. So that way, that doesn't cause any problems. Mainly stench problems.
All right, we got another question from Ari Mitchell. Ari, what will the crew do while they are at the station? I'll go ahead and answer this. So basically, at the station, we'll be performing. Basically, we'll set the station up for future crews as much as we can. We're going to be conducting one or more lost the word. One or more EVAs. So we'll go outside, set up the outside of the station, and stuff like that.
All right, and a question from, let's see, question from Kellum DiMario. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. I might have butchered that, and I'm sorry. Okay, you might have Uno, but do you have Cards Against Humanity? As far as we're concerned, no, because that would be kind of terrible for PR. But they say they're going to try and sneak it on the next cargo flight.
All right, we have a question from Isaac. Isaac the Swede. What does it feel like to be the first crew? Well, it's an amazing feeling. It's a feeling. We're starting a new era in the space. A new era for Nebula. We're starting the new era in their quest for the star.
And another question from the Chief Astronaut Office, Cyoxin. What were you thinking when you were writing to the pad? Well, for me, I was just thinking, like, I wasn't really thinking about much. I was just thinking about how in just about 2 hours I would be lifting off, heading towards Omega Station. And it kind of was hard to sleep, but, you know, that's expected. And Chris, what did you think when you were heading to the pad?
Well, personally, I was having a chat with the closeout crew member next to me about Uno, so I guess I was just thinking about that.
That's an interesting conversation there.
Very interesting. Another question from Caleb DiMario, yet again, if we did pronounce that correctly, sorry. How does it feel to be that far away from the Earth? Well, we're not that far. We are in orbit, but it's like being in the water, but you're not wet and you're not slowly sinking.
That's the best way to describe it. And another question from Cyoxin. Is the suit comfortable? Most definitely. Basically kind of required to be comfortable. Don't want to be uncomfortable. It wouldn't really matter if it was uncomfortable because the suit itself is barely touching our skin, if at all.
All right, I think that's all the questions we got for now.
Okay.
John, do you want to talk about the ride to orbit?
The ride to orbit. Well, the ride to orbit was pretty tense, you know. Basically, you're thinking, man, I'm about to go to space, but at the same time, your thought process is, what if this goes wrong? What if you need to suddenly pull the abort handle or suddenly call down something that may be wrong? I mean, we're still thinking about this because at any time something could go wrong and we could need to come down. But that's a thought that usually stays out of our head. We try and mostly not think about the bad scenarios and look ahead towards the future, towards the good scenarios that should be able to happen and hopefully will happen. What about you, Chris?
Well, it just kind of mesmerizing, you know? We're going to somewhere where only about 100 people have gone, or 100 or more. And we're adding to that list of names that have been into space. And, well, just jaw-dropping, you know? We're in space.
Yes, exactly. And I think, unless Chris has any exceptions, that should be all for today. Do you have any exceptions, Chris?
Nope, that'll be all.
Yep, that'll be all. We'll continue our rendezvous journey with the Omega Station, and we should see you there in about a day.
We'll see you all tomorrow at 6 or 7.